Guys, I'm upset. I'm sorry about that. This Drake album is bad. It's so bad. I'm sure I don't need to tell most of you that. And I'm sure I don't need to introduce Drake to most of you, but just for good measure. He's one of the biggest names in mainstream pop rap and contemporary R&B right now. I mean, it's a pretty personal album. It delves into details of Drake's personal life that I could not give one fuck about. He also acknowledges the fact that he does have a son that he's been hiding. So cool. And he doesn't really do anything to, like, justify himself or say anything compelling about the whole situation, you know, offer some sort of perspective. It's all just, it comes across as damage control. That's what it does. If I'm reaching, here are some not horrible moments. Elevate, if this was released as like a single, I would maybe give it like a 2 or a 3, you know, 3 on a good day. I think at least he comes across with like a sense of confidence in this song, like genuine confidence. Summer Games is a bad song, but the beat is kind of different. So where it comes in the track list is like, oh cool, that's a little something. Nice for What, I still think is a good song. I think the Lauryn Hill sample is incorporated pretty tastefully, and I enjoy the lyrical concept for what it is. It's pretty much just Drake doing what he does best. Don't Matter to Me, I mean, the vocal part from Michael Jackson was totally out of the blue, but at least it's something, you know? Whether it confuses you or you like it, at least it's like new for the album, breaks it up a little bit. And After Dark, I like the vocal parts from Ty Dolla $ign and Static Major. Kind of adds some sort of variation and kick to it, I suppose. And then if I'm reaching a lot, like this is probably the most reaching, the end of like March 14th, where you know, it fades into the like piano part in the second phase of the song, has pretty nice lyrics, I suppose. March 14th is also my birthday. Fun fact, if you didn't know. Now let's get into the throwaway tracks. Survival, Nonstop, Emotionless, God's Plan, I'm Upset, 8 out of 10, Mob Ties, Can't Take a Joke, Sandra's Rose, Talk Up, Song with Jay-Z, also that X line was just completely unnecessary. Is There More, Peak, Jaded, Ratchet Happy Birthday, terrible fucking song, That's How You Feel, Blue Tint, In My Feelings, and Final Fantasy. So if that gives you any idea of how I feel about this album, then good. Listening to this twice in a row at work was pretty much the equivalent of Chinese water torture. I would say that the middle stretch of the album, including most of the beginning, is like maximum terrible. That's maximum terrible. Every single fucking song mentions one of 3 things, if not all 3 in the same song. Women, God, and fame. And then you've also got, you know, the parts where he talks about his beef with Pusha T and his son. So there are also moments when he tries to come across as really fake woke about people's use of social media, which is like, you know, real original, right? And he just sounds so bored in every fucking song. Like, his delivery makes him sound like he's on his deathbed or some shit. In terms of the beats, I mean, 95% of them I would never come back to. It does not bump in the whip. Sorry to report. So, yeah. Listening to this album is pretty horrible and I would not recommend it. I'm gonna go ahead and slap a 2 on this, maybe a 1.5. Follow me on Album of the Year so you can see like my final score out of 100. Yeah, thanks for watching this review. I love you lots. Stay far away from this thing.